fast can it be? Because Alchemist is going to hit it pretty speedy too. They go for the Sven.
Yeah, I mean, you need to essentially give a lot of farm this game to the Sven, and then use that to just win team fight after team fight after team fight. It's going to be hard though if Midone able to get this last hit onto Marvel.
Oh, Midone.
Oh, the Jukes.
He's got the assets for it. He's falling really low. He's just going to get a double.
Oh no.
Oh, you were saying if he gets the last hit on Marvel.
He missed every single one of those last hits, Marvel, when he TP'd into that lane, even though he had 5 creeps under the tower. So, not looking good there. Nia, he's had a rotation in onto him with the use of Hishki, so that's nice, considering how well the lane was going for the Storm. As this rotation comes through from Hishki, he gets surged forward, but that regen is going to leave him just fine. Marvel might be in trouble, though.
Marvel falling really low.
Not that they don't want to, they just can't right now until Sven has something, at least that Echo Saber he needs to finish up, but he hasn't even started it.
Top lane. Kpii does have the backup of Arfu. There's no more rotations just yet. Storm's got no mana to actually help out there because he's using all his mana to get a kill on Ace down, but they'll claim the KP and they're also going to claim the life of Arfu, so at least a little bit going the way here of Lilgun in regards to kills. Sanctity getting a double. He's 3-1-0 and going to be working on the Maelstrom as his next a big factor with that percent damage to really kill off the Alchemist. Not that they had many stuns to really lock him in, and if they did, you've always got the Legion nearby, but zip in Nia. It's the initial silence on top of the Dark Sea, but Nia's going to get controlled. He's lost a lot of mana, still able to zip back to safety here. So clean off Marvel. He still does drop the wall before he dies. Sanctity's actually going to try and Remnant aggressively. Gets a kill on Rogi. So got another defensive Remnant as well to be able to play with. So if need be, he can get back to safety. But they're actually going to try and bring the Sven to this team fight here. They do have to be careful how deep they want to dive. Hishki in the backline. Does actually get the kill on Nia. So it's a lot of gold going the way of the Nyx Assassin. 478, but we've got a Jewel. Kpii controlling up Sanctity right now. Soulbind's out as well. They're going to try and get rid of it with the Supernova, but now with the... Yeah, I mean, I guess the shining spot right now is you do have a Sven who is getting going on Kpii. They're actually going to try and look the turn. 1, 2, 3, pop the ult with the backline as well. Chains on 2. They're going to try and get rid of the supports to start. They'll at least kill off the Snapfire. They'll deal with the Grimstroke secondly as well, thanks to Sanctity committing forward. But can they have the control to lock in the Liege commander? And looking to try and lead that into a T1 tower mid now.
Look how confident Midone is though. He doesn't even have the Chemical Rage, but he's just going to place that down just for a bit of the fear factor. They know how deadly this is. Kpii.
Jules out. Is the damage going to be there? Kpii actually might feed away some damage, and he does. Sanctity, winner, chicken dinner. But Nia's going to try and zip in. So has about half mana pool to play with, along with an Arcane Rune. But Lilgun, it looks like they're the ones that's showing up big for this team fight. But you got to be careful how deep you want to dive. Supernova very defensively on the backline. At least it's a far away from the Alchemist, but it's not really going to stun him up at all. Does nothing, at least zoning them further and further away, as Nia still, we see the usage of the Arcane Rune, is able to dive deep to clean off the 1, 2, 3 Sven, and Midone's still got a lot of health to play with, closes the distance, gets the kill, and they're not done just yet. You just see, I mean, Lilgun were looking strong through that early stage of the fight, but they just went too far.
Too far. They were so close to being able to get the kill onto the Alchemist. He had his Chemical Rage off cooldown, 5 seconds or so left, no mana he would have stick spired on, but he decided to turn around instead and go for a few more of these supports. That was all the time the Alchemist needed. He's just able to pop the Chemical Rage, no need for mana beyond that, and then he just turns around, simple win of the fight.
Jules out, the rest of the team haven't come over just yet.
Oh no, Sven just TP back in.
Midone, Sven though just gets ripped apart. No. Midone's damage is through the roof. Nia's gonna swing on over from downtown with the zip. Do they have a little bit of damage to clean off the Phoenix? They do not. Sanctity's gonna try and at least be the hero here to get some recovery for Lilgun. But they got one control. Do they have a second stun? Sanctity Remnants up, but he's out of Remnants and Midone. He's actually diving a T3 tower, but he doesn't care. Midone, with the help, Nia even gets the Phoenix level 50. Yeah, and you see no real assistance at all as well from the boys this game. I mean, when you're down 9,000 gold and you struggle to deal with the Alchemist early, it's really going to show through the timing that we are in this game. You know, they'll get the kill on the Snapfire. They're going to try and look to Kpii next. Kpii's real tanky though. Hood, press the attack is on cooldown unfortunately, so he's actually not going to have a big dispel there to get back to safety. Now mid one as well. He'll lose his life. Okay. I'm saying they didn't deal with the Alchemist early and it's really showing, but you know, they take a solid fight. They might be able to find a fourth as well. Fortunately, Sanctity, he's got no remnants left to close the distance on our food. But in fact...
damage, he's got a lot of damage potential. Right now, it just feels like stalling until this Sven can finally get his item, but he's still 300 or so gold away.
Mid one.
Himself.
Oh no.
Of course. The egg swell.
Back. Mid one.
It's an all-in play, but not resulting in much.
It's a great supernova on the Hun Ride with the Sunray as well. Look at the health that's coming back. They get the dual victory. And now with this, the Sunray really just ripped them apart there. They weren't able to stand their ground and deal with it. And now
individual play from Nia coming up. He's got the regen rune bottled. Could he go for the snipe here?
He's thinking about it. He's going to go. Can he steal it? No, just off the mark. Might still get the kill instead on top of the Nyx Assassin. A lot of health going to come back through with the Essence Ring.
Turned around.
1, 2, 3. He's actually man-fighting Mid One in the river right now. Mid One's about to win it. 1, 2, 3. Needs to get back to safety here, but Mid One's committing really far. Chain's going to lock him in place. The Chemical Rage still got a little bit of duration, but it's going to tick out. A bit surprised with how they're able to rip them apart.
Smoking up in enemy territory as well. Sanctity, he's bottled up an arcane rune. They don't have any vision of that area, so they don't know that that was claimed. They can find the Snapfire though and quickly take him out.
They're actually going to look to fight Mid One. Great pulling forward with the concoction as well, but he doesn't pop the BKB, so they're going to try and chain lock him down, but the damage is through the roof. Mid One with the help of Nia as well, with the zip on forward the Alchemist. It's such a raid boss right now. He's going to try and disengage. The jewel's out. Sanctity just burns through one of the supports. Now he's got the winner once again. Mid One's going to try and blink in forward. Sanctity needs to get back to safety with the Remnant. He's going to get down to the low ground. It's all the Mid One show, but does he have the damage? Roger going to try and chuck the Mortimer Kisses down on top of the... Careful. BKB pop very, very early on. Nia's going to try and tip on top of the backline here for the Lotus Orb. Is it going to be enable the Phoenix to get the Supernova off? It is, but Mid One's attack speed is through the roof. They'll deal with Ace 12 Supernova, and they're going to try and look to retreat now. Sven getting control thanks to Soulbind, but Sanctity, the big X factor here from Lilgun. He's been a constant thorn in the side from SMG, but can he cancel TPs? Roji? No way. There's no way Roji gets out. Are they going to get anyone? Okay, Kpii will fall. I don't think Roji makes it out as well. Kishki's hunting, but... what a...
didn't see the gem either.
Okay, he's really disconnected from the team, Mid One!
I don't know why you're there. You know they just did Roche Mid One.
Kpii as well. His magic immunity is going to expire. I mean, at least Nia is cutting the mid wave. So, I mean,
picked up.
Let's just get another free pick off. Why not? Lilgun, they're even going to try and jump Roger on the back line as well. Glim it up for the double stun. Buyback's going to come through from Kpii. A great zip on the backline. If they can clean off the Phoenix, Lotus Orb not going to be enough to give him the protection. Mid One back alive and looking to rock and roll. The lockdown's there. Mid One forced to pop the BKB. The cheese out, but look at the electric damage. The attack speed's through the reef. They got the jewel as well. Mid One, he wants a little bit of revenge. It was an unnecessary death, and now he's going to look to at least get some retribution. 3 down to the buybacks. I mean, it is costing them there, but SMG, they hold the high ground, just losing a tier 3 tower. They're actually looking to defend. Mid One? No mana! He's losing a lot of health as well. Mid One's not going to win this brawl. 1, 2, 3, Mid One! No buyback, down for 120. And Lilgun.
And gives him the thanks a lot. Woo!
Bye-bye, sir. Okay.
He's got the youngest.
They are a bit disconnected from the rest of the team. And he's popped early. That's a great Vortex. Mortimer Kisses. Sanctity's going to be able to get the chains, but the damage has been dealt. It's forces Radiant to retreat. Sanctity's still going back in. Look at how he can play
so much havoc,
so aggressively with the Remnants. And now SMG, they don't have the numbers advantage right now. They need to rally around Mid One's raid boss Alchemist, but can they do so? Nia control the Hex, but it's not going to matter. The Super Deserve out with the Sunray as well. Can they get the health back to Sanctity? It's going to pop. Sanctity somehow still alive, but the jewel's there. He's able to catch out the Ember Spirit, but still Mid One, the raid boss. Can they break him down? 1, 2, 3 is going to swing on over. The Sven has got the control, the Storm Hammer, the crits. It's all there. Mid one's gonna lose his life. They'll chase down Kpii as well. He's pretty speedy with the odds. Might be able to get back to safety with that blink, but again, mid one down, and he's got no buyback.
They've been used to clean up onto.
What are you doing?
Oh, got him!
Oh no, this time Hishki's been going for the entire over. We'll do naught here, so now it's on cooldown. Lilgun, do they want to stick around? God's Trend still got half duration. Ball's dropped as well, so mid one's gonna be careful. Mid one, that's so much damage! He'll tear apart the Sven's first life. Marvel's falling low as well. Neo zips out back and forth.
They just gotta get
Marvel back to safety. The jewel's gonna come out, but they'll find the victory. Sanctity still looking to try and take the team fight. He's gonna be careful though, Sanctity. He bought back previously, but the stun is there. Mid one's gonna get brought down. 100 seconds on the deck. He doesn't have a buyback, and Kpii's gonna get caught as well. Cookie, Glimmer, everything dropped to try and protect the Legion. They'll just turn their attention instead to the Snapfire. Another great vortex from Nia. Roger back to base. No. Man, this Ember 14, 5, and 20 Sanctity is playing out.
Keep pushing into their base.
Let's just get a kill. Why not?
Well, see you, Kpii.
Sunray percent damage. Kpii burnt down, lost his life. Nia, a little bit too late. Might still try and get the kill on Ace. Dives away. But the team is going to be up from 1, 2, 3, so they're going to try and look to get something out of this. Hishki, blink on forward, finds initial setup. 1, 2, 3, actually doesn't get a jump forward with the vortex. Now he's got to be careful because the damage supernova, and the nick of time is going to drag mid one to try and deal with the egg. He's going to be able to bring it down, but isn't sustained enough from mid one. He's able to battle, but he cannot do so against the Sven. Mid one getting a lot of life back thanks to the pressy attack as well, but the vortex drag back, getting kited. Flicker once again back to safety from the Sven. Phoenix going to try and buy back and rejoin the fight, but you've got to be careful because the base is now exposed. The throne getting brought incredibly low with the mega creeps, and that's all she wrote. At the end of it all, 1, 2, 3, a beyond godlike performance on the Sven. Sanctity popping off.
Human mate, but well, Lilgun again showing that they are the Kingslayer.
It'd be hard to find that kill.
That was a quick Chaos Knight pick.
Great use of the voice line. Oh, KP.
KP's been slowed up a little bit here. Toss back by
Toss as well. See if they can continue to stack up the damage. Deny. Maybe they can get a deny. Well, I'm all in Lilgun, baby. Let's go. First blood for Marvel. How are the runes looking? What's 3 for Radiant? How are they going, at least in this bottom lane? Is 1, 2, 3 getting a little bit more last hits? Well, they go for Ace. Roger's got a lot of damage as well with the Ashlon. This might be the first death for Lilgun. Unfortunately, Ace 12 is going to end up losing his life. And Roger will be the one to claim it. Hishki? He's going to win that battle. One more right click. Unfortunately, keep
in a bit of trouble here. Oh, I can see him.
Hishki, they found you. They're also going to bring him down. Nice toss. Gale on 2. Okay, Neo.
Are they?
Actually might be in trouble. Hishki's just a bait on. KP's going to try and deny. Hishki will come back over. Hishki gonna get it. Remnant. No, he gets it denied too. Oh no.
That's a tip.
No.
Like a lot of mid one's last hits is just actually killing these wolves. He bought a sentry ward himself so that he could place it in the lane and not have to deal with the Lycan wolves. He's doing a pretty damn good job.
Sanctity. They're actually going to use the shapeshift here. So Lilgun got to get something out of it. But meanwhile, they got a TP rotation from mid one along with Kpii. So a lot happening around this mid lane, and it's actually just going to be the death on the Grimstroke to start. It looks like with the Stampede, it'll also be the Tiny to add to it. So that was the shapeshift and level 1 shit. Oh, Sanctity. Nice attempt. That Sideblade, one more. Not enough. And now Sanctity. Refraction the cooldown right now. They're actually going to look to punish Neo. Jumping the backline support. Comes back over the reality of drags him the high ground. Kpii is going to get brought down. So much damage from the Templar Assassin this early on. Nice body blocks from Arfu. You see that lacking the damage. It's going to have meld up in a couple seconds. And where's the detection? In fact, it's just the slows that allow Sanctity to get back to safety. Marvel still hasn't really got set up just yet with the Plague Ward. You've got to be careful how long you want to stick around, as even Sanctity, along with a respawn from Hishki. It's 3-man Abba, mid one. He's got this Phantasm backup ready and available, but they just shred through the illusion. They're going to look to try and deal with the Chaos Knight real hero next, as Hishki has got another round of the combo in about 7 seconds here, but a nice 2-second stun from Midone should be all the space required. Hishki, he wants blood. He's still just moving on forward for more. Swell movement speed, that's enough to close the distance. And looks like that stun lock is enough to find the kill on the Enchantress as well. But we're not done just yet. Why not have a bit more of a battle? TP rotations coming through after the deaths. Nia is able to pick up a dominating streak. They also get the Echo Stomp control. Sets up for Kpii. Swift Stomp. Marvel again. He's pretty difficult to bring down right now. 1700 to HP. Toss back Nia. Astral Step still available. They're trying to manfight Sanctity, who just gets the refraction back up, ready to rock and roll. As Rogi will turn himself back to safety there, and it looks like finally that'll be all she wrote.
Was that a 1.5 minute team fight? It felt like it was.
Yeah.
Try and deal with something like the Chaos Knight. You know that you're...
Top lane, Marvel. If they don't bring him down to start, it's going to be so hard to kill him afterwards, but the impetus from Arfu is plenty. Still, Midone's in trouble. Poison Over's out. You see the damage is stacking up. They're controlling a Blacking now with a perfect chain lockdown from Kpii as well. They're going to end up finding 3. Lilgun, just... I mean, you see the comparison fights as well. As unfortunately, he doesn't get a pick on a core, but he's going to pop the DDs at 1 hit. No, Arfu... maybe an extra hit. Oh, Arfu actually gets back to safety, and again, we see Nia. The supports are putting so much, I should say the cores are putting so much priority on killing off the supports to start the fight. And it's really showing not having that +1 factor as Marvel. Gonna get chased back underneath the T1 tower. Great use of the rally to rift the dragon outside of that protection. And again, I mean, they're fighting without their full lineup. Lycan cannot join.
Going up against the Chaos Knight, who's eventually going to be popping that Phantasm and trying to burst you down before you can get your combo off. So, even if you're chain stunned, you've at least got that passive protection.
Prison Nova, a lot of damage here. Radiant got to be careful how far they want to commit him for. They need to burst heroes down now, otherwise the Poison Nova damage is going to start to stick up. There's Midone diving deep, but it's going to cost him his life there, and they can try and turn their attention to more. As Kpii, no way to retreat with the Stampede on cooldown. Sanctity finds a dominating streak, and I mean, you do buy back on Hishki, which... Bounty 2, mid lane, TA, okay. Let's see if they can deal with the first life. Oh, they definitely can. Didn't get the refraction up fast enough, and he's so far away from the team as well. Stampede, they're going to try and continue to get straight on top of him with Sanctity. No hope in the world to keep his second life. Meanwhile, Ni is dealing with the supports in the backline. They'll cancel the TP. Marvel is going to have to stick his ground in manfight, but unfortunately, he won't even get an opportunity. The lockdown is there as SMG. What a great fight from them.
Ishki's coming. As long as they're staying together, they're not going to be too worried at all.
Ishki. With the jump, toss back, Arfu. It's just going to be food for the Dire boys, although that Crimson Guard actually protecting Arfu. Once again, they got the control for Sanctity, but it looks like this time SMG are going to turn to deal with the support. Scrimstroke will fall. Hishki's going to join him in the afterlife as well, but maybe Lilgun, they can turn it back around. Hishki's actually somehow still alive. He's making so much space for the Dire cores to be able to go to Boa, but once again, Midone deals with the Templar Assassin. You lost the refraction and you lost your life. And now they'll turn to Marvel instead. Midone's Chaos Knight is turning up the pressure here in this mid game, and Ni's even be able to catch up the Lycan. The shapeshift has finally expired, and 1, 2, 3's got nowhere to run. He's got nowhere to hide. Just the lineup from SMG, they're so tanky right now. They're surviving through all the damage that Lilgun are dishing out. And you see the control as well. It's just making it so difficult for Dire.
Any stretch of the imagination for Lilgun, but things have become a lot harder now.
Oh, well. Going to be even that much more difficult with another pick off in the bank. Hishki's, he's slippery, but yeah, he ultra dead here. The mega kill streak right now. He's playing a solid game on his Void Spit. 11, 2, and 9. He's going to be...
Look at him. He's pulling the creeps away with the wolf. Trying to get that backdoor available.
Whatever you can do. They do actually find a kill on Roger down bot, so... Ace and Sanctity, adding themselves a nice little rebuttal, but, well, I say that. Guess what they found? It's going to be the Venomancer. Midone pops a Phantasm. You see, once he's able to go to work, Ace is going to be careful as well. But they've even committed the shapeshift. Like, Lilgun been a lot of times where the shapeshifter's not really gotten them anything out of it. In fact, it's Radiant with the Stampede. They're going to dive deep under the tower. The one control, the second control. Mid one is going to have another round up on the Chaos Bolt. Do they even need it? They don't. Mid one gets a triple kill. And Lilgun, they're crumbling. Before, just one slight mistake. Maybe he'll get the kill at 8. There we go. This time.
There's my yours button.
At least he's learned from the mistake. That's the main thing. You make it once. If you can learn from it, and then don't make it a second time, then be quite the lesson. What are they? Oh, well, they were just baiting. They wanted to make him TP out, and they wanted to make him feel safe. This sense of security they've had deep in the mid lane, wasn't enough. Yeah, what's the experience here for? But he's incredibly farmed, and it's worrying as, well, mid one just might get another kill. Ace, 4 staff. A little bit of distance, but might see that Aghanim Shard coming to play with the increased cast range. Ace is going to run into the Rift. It'll cost him his life. Down bot, they do get a tier 2 tower, but Sanctity in 1-2-3. 1-2-3 is going to pop the ultimate. They might actually find the kill on Rogi. Crimson God, Rogi somehow still alive, and now he gets the Echo Stomp, drops the ultimate. And Sanctity, he's got to pop BKB, but I don't think he's going to be able to TP out. He's surrounded by Radiant heroes. He'll attempt to try at the damage. It's there. Mid one will find the crits. Meanwhile, Arthur, like...
Unless you commit very heavily on
1-2-3 is dead too. Nice scan. Man, SMG. From the mid game to now, they have just been incredibly dominant, reading Lilgun like a book. And now 1-2-3.
He's not even moving.
Oh. Like, okay, I'm a TP out. You guys have to kill me now. It's not wasting my time.
They're all wanting to... He can actually feel confident in sitting up here on his own because no TA, no Lycan, no damage.
Okay, pretty sure. Well, bye-bye Ace. No opportunity for any help coming through. You see, they're trying to get set up with the Plague Wards. They even dropped the Glyph as well for that deep dive, but... Where's the catch potential? She's going to blink in forward. Stampede tries to reset the fight here. Soulbind out on 2. Mid one's taking a little bit of damage, but a great Phantasm Kpii as well, but the Echo Stomp sets up. They haven't got the Hoof Stomp just yet, thanks to the Avalanche mini stuns, but it's not going to matter. They've lost the life of Sanctity, and the rest of Lilgun are getting pushed further and further back inside the base. They've just got no real estate to work with this game. 1-2-3, he's trying to go to work. The BKB popped along with the Shapeshift. Finally, we're seeing him use his ultimate to a potential of getting some kills, but he just can't lock anyone in place, and he can't even man fight. The Crimson Guard pick up from Kpii is just negating way too much damage that they have to dish out from Lilgun. I mean, Marvel hits a relatively strong Poison Nova. They'll toss back mid one, but mid one, he's still got the backup of the team, and he's still got the second life as well. Like, I don't even know if you're going to kill him the first time. He hasn't used Satanic just yet if he wants to get a little bit up.
There's no need, you know, he can just continue standing here. You've got about a minute or so. Well, he uses it anyway, just to get back up to full HP. They're going to take out this set of racks, 14k net worth lead, only going to grow after this range goes down.
Guard he picked up for mid one. Oh, Hishki's going to be careful because SMG are in the vicinity right now to look to punish the positioning on the Tiny. Hishki's got some backup. Force. Back away to the safety of the higher ground. But they don't have their ultimates right now. Shapeshift's going to come through. Sanctity going to look to go to work. They soulbind it up mid one, along with the Enchantress as well, but the damage just seems to be lacking at the moment. Arfu falling low, but you can't really deal with him with the Crimson Guard now out. And mid one's able to stand his ground. Hoof Stomp, Earth Splitter, drag back so much damage from Rogi. It'll force him to scurry away. But that's all they can do here. You see the damage is just getting completely negated. Like, the itemization, Kpii going...
Fully committed in onto someone like Kpii, or the best target would have been Rogi, even though he's got the Ghost Scepter. Would have worked out a bit better for them. But it's not going to be their day for game number 2. You wouldn't think, unless they have the perfect team fight. That seems like a test. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. And there it is. GG called. A 1-1 series, so SMG, they don't finish the first day winless, which I'm sure they're going to be breathing a big sigh of relief from that. Still though, 1-3 start to the BCS Pro Series number 6. to by Loot Bet. He's looking